What's up, Gemini? Happy New Year! It's your girl, Ivy Ladone, your fitness mystic, and today we're going to figure out what it is that you're transforming in the month of January 2024. If this is your first time here, welcome. If this is not, welcome back. You already know, make sure you give this video a like because it tells me that you love it, and that tells me that I should just keep doing this thing. So I'm going to still keep doing it. All right, Gemini, let's go ahead and dive right in. Highest vibrational messages for the sign Gemini. What should we look at for Gemini? Which center points, which chakras, which energetic center points are transforming in the month of January 2024 for our Gemini? Thank you for these messages. All right, let's take a look, Gemini. Whoo, how we doing? Drop down all of the Gemini emojis. We got the Gemini sign. We've got the air sign. We got the twins sign. How you doing, Gemini? I know that there's been many changes for you as well this past year. Also, this upcoming May, excuse me, we have a major transit. You specifically, yeah. Whoop, I said it. Any other messages that want to come through for Gemini? Last shuffle here. Okay. Wow, pretty direct. Pretty direct. And I'm saying it that way because other readings have been a little bit more elaborate, but yours is very direct, straight into the point. Oh, wow. Okay. So Gemini, let's go ahead and see what it is that you're transforming for the month of January 2024. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Here we go. The card that comes out for you is number 8. Into me, I see. All right, so what this card is about, so this is number 8, the powerful number 8. Number 8, as you know, is an infinite shape. And of course, we can say that the energies of 8 are infinite. So very, very powerful. And also, when you are in the vibration or the frequency or dealing with the number 8, you want to make sure that you are completely conscious because it is an infinite number. So that means that the energies are continuous, right? So what is it that you're developing and feeling, moving through with the number 8, excuse me, in your life? And also, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this year is a number 8. Hello? So make sure that this year you're conscious AF of what you're wanting in your life because the number 8 is potent, okay? All right, so what is this about? Oh my gosh, Gemini, into me I see is your card. The sacral energy, okay, this is what we're dealing with here, but the sacral energy is located 2 inches below your belly button. If you were to do this with your fingers and place this top part right underneath your belly button, the bottom part here, right underneath that, would be where your sacral energy resides, okay? Now, this is a center point. This is an energetic center point. So the sacral energies, they basically are themes of your sexuality, right? The way that you express yourself in your sexuality, meaning in your femininity or your masculinity, how authentic you are in expressing yourself, your emotions, which go hand in hand with how you express yourself. Are you being honest to the situation that you're in right now, you know? Your creativity also goes hand in hand with who you are, who you identify as, or how you express yourself, right? Creatively speaking, creativity. So all of that is the sacral. The sacral energy is also like an orange hue color. So if you want to bring more orange into your life to activate that color, right, and heal it or transform it. So for the month of January 2024, Gemini, it seems like you're going to have an opportunity to really express yourself. And again, the stars may tell, but they don't compel. The same way that Oracle can tell you, but it's not going to make you do anything. So the story here, though, or the message here is you do have an opportunity in January to come forward more authentically, express yourself, right, in your individuality a little bit more because you're able to see yourself a lot clearer. That's what this is about. So in January 2024, my friend, Gemini, this is such a beautiful card. You're being gifted an opportunity to see yourself, but like see yourself in a very tender way. This is like seeing yourself in a way that you have never seen yourself. We all go through different stages and evolutions of life where we look back and we're like, especially if you're here listening to this, it's because you want better for yourself. You're not here because of any other reason. You want to know what's going on in your life. How can I experience life better? What steps can I take? What's to come? What should I be aware of, right? So this card is actually about you seeing yourself in a new way. So as you transform, as you evolve in this life, you're going to have moments and opportunities for you to, you know, heal things from your past that perhaps you thought were just part of your nature or part of who you are as an identity. And then there comes a point where you're like, actually, I don't really feel like that anymore. Actually, I don't really like that anymore. Actually, I don't want that anymore. And guess what, Gemini? That is completely okay. It is completely okay that you don't want to do that anymore. It's completely okay that you don't resonate with that anymore. That's completely okay, because what are you doing? You're evolving. And so into me, I see is like, ding, ding, ding. It's karmic too. It's infinite. So this card is about seeing almost like a soul essence about yourself. Woo! I just got major confirmation about that. This is what happens. I've never seen this card in that way either. So right now I'm also tapping into the frequency of this card. So this is a soul. This is a soul connection, a soul time that you're in right now in January. So this is a very beautiful gift from like your higher self, from your soul, something that perhaps you planned out on a soul level. But this is like this is the expression right here. Like, kudos to you, Gemini. Good job. Nice. You know, and this is not being like sarcastic. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm being honest. You know, like, kudos to you, Gemini, because you're seeing yourself in an authentic way, not like as your name who does this for a living and has 2 kids. You know, like this is not into me, I see. Into me, I see is like, oh my gosh, I am this incredibly energetic and intelligent, brilliant being. That's really who I am. I just love this. I just really love this. I just really love this. You see, and it doesn't have a title. It's just, that's who you are at the very core essence. So there's something about January 2024, and I don't know what it is, right? I'm just trying to get to it, but you only know what I'm talking about for you in your own life. But in this month, you're going to be gifted an opportunity to see yourself in a new way, either through your own self-development, because you're self-developing, because you're like, this is my year, I'm making changes out of the last year that happened. Oh my goodness, I'm going to do things in a new way. And because you're doing all of those steps, then this opportunity is going to flourish. Or, right, because everyone has free will and everyone has their own way to process things and life and experience life, right? Or, in Gemini, you can have an external experience, which means something that's happening to you, but we always like to say it's happening for you. But things that are happening in your external, a change, a move, a separation, a new job, a loss, a new friend, a romance, whatever the case, right? An external situation that happens that doesn't come from within, like where you're like, I wake up this morning and I feel like, no. An external situation, this is just another opportunity that can happen. So one is that you can feel the rush, the rise to be like, I want to develop and I see myself in this new way, and that's how it happens throughout this month. But another way that it could happen is through the external. Something could push you to have to go inward, or have to act out in a certain way, or have to speak in a certain way, or have to get into your emotions, or have to get a little bit creative. And boop, 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 all of that happens, and ultimately you end up actually seeing some part of yourself that you have never probably seen, like ever in your life. Whether you're 15, whether you're 19, whether you're 33, whether you're 45, whether you're 53, whether you're 75 or 99. I don't know who's watching. Honestly. So you only know what it is that you're transforming. You only know what it is that you're ready to see within yourself, because that's also part of it. Are you ready to see that part of yourself? Accept yourself in totality, without apologizing. Right, Gemini? The bottom of your deck, Gemini, ooh, as I said, No coincidence. I didn't even realize this card was at the bottom of your deck after everything that I just finished saying. My gosh. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Gemini, this is number 10, close encounters. What is this card? You're probably like, what? Okay, what about it? Close encounters is basically like separate from this card. We're going to put this one here. This one by itself, this card is about you being more open to receive help, you being more open to be loved, you loving others, you sharing that openly. It's like you just being an open heart, like you just being like, yeah, this is who I am, this is what I love, this is what I need. Yep, I love you, and I love you, and I don't love you, and I love me. Come and give me a hug. Come here. Like, this is like full open vulnerability, getting close to people, getting close. Ultimately, because as you get close to people, you're getting close to yourself, right? Because that's how it works. You can't be so close to people and then have no relationship with yourself. That's going to show up in your relationships. So as you do that, it's going to also affect how you see yourself. The bandwidth, the degree, right, of how close you can get to people, that also applies with how close you can get with yourself. People, yourself. So if you want to connect with yourself and connect with who you are, you need to allow yourself to be seen, right? But by who? By you. And that's my story for you today, Gemini. You need to allow yourself in the month of January to just be seen from yourself. Seriously, spend more time with yourself. Okay, here's where I'm going to say this, because now it gets to the prescription suggestion section. What do I, as your fitness mystic, suggest or recommend for you, Gemini, through this transformation, right? So in order for you to have this process or to have this experience of like seeing yourself, like look how they're looking into themselves. Like, look how comfortable, look how vulnerable, look how sweet, how tender, how loving she is with herself. And it's like calm, and it's also confident and content and happy, at peace and joy, and just like also introspective, right? So how do we do that? How do I get to know myself better? How do I get to see myself in a new light? Number one, you have sacral energies here. Sacral. The sacral is 2 inches below your belly button. Go ahead and try that. Do this. Place it right underneath your belly button, and then at the bottom, where the bottom of this lies, that area right there, yes, the pouch, right? The belly, that's your womb. That's the sacral energy. Whether you're a man, right, or a woman, it's the sacral energy. It's the area where you hold your emotional intelligence, energetically speaking. It is also the center point for creativity. It's also the center point for how you express your sexuality, your femininity, or your masculinity, okay? Now, I would recommend for you to work on your sacral energy in a different kind of way than I've recommended for others, just because this is a very tender card. So what I would recommend for you, Gemini, is to highly consider spending more time with yourself alone through acts of water, because the sacral energy is highly water based. So bubble baths, jacuzzi, hot plunges, cold plunges, pools, ocean, anything like that, immersing yourself in baths this month is going to be so good. Maybe do self-care where like every Friday you get home and it's bath time. Like, it's bath time. It's you and you time. Self-care. Maybe that, plus if you have the energy for it, consider taking an intuitive stretch class in my channel. It's a meditation in motion. It's 45 minutes. It's a practice. And you can try any of the classes that I have there. Or you could even try one of the movement classes that'll get your hips and your sacral energy really moving. And the whole into me I see, that'll also be activated, because the practices that I offer with class are either to come inward and rest and relax your nervous system, or to activate your energetic frequency, your being, and also like move your hips, right? And to heal all of that energy and to practice being less apologetic. Okay, so I hope that this serves you, Gemini. If it does, let me know by giving this video a like. It really helps a lot. Maybe share it with another fellow Gemini that you may think may resonate with this. If you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Subscribe already, so that we can see each other in the next month. And other than that, I'll see you in the next one, Gemini. Mwah.